Welcome back to election night in Louisiana. We have just announced Monique Blanco Boulet as the next mayor-president of Lafayette. And with that, of course, here's how it shaped up tonight. She took 52% of the vote. And I believe now we are going to go live from Josh Guillory.
Yeah, that's right. That means that Blanco Boulet has overtaken the mayor-president, and we're going to head out to Josh Guillory's concession speech in progress.
Hey, let me tell you, we don't know why some things happen. Heck, I know I sure as heck don't know why some things happen. But they happen. And we either have faith or we don't. You know what I mean? There's no middle ground. You either have faith or you don't. And my faith lies in God. How about you? All right. To all of my supporters, to all of our supporters, to every single person that went to vote for us today, thank you. To the many volunteers, thank you. To our campaign staff, thank you. To my Lafayette Consolidated Government family, thank you. And to this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful community that I call home, that you call home, thank you for the last 4 years. It's been truly an honor. Truly an honor. Look, this is the second greatest honor of my life. First greatest honor, serving overseas. I love that. It's the best job I ever had. They pay to blow up things and make up stories. It's wonderful. But yeah, there you go. But this was a close second. And I'll tell you, we've gone through a lot. We've gone through a lot as a community. You know, right, getting in office, inheriting a deficit.
And you've been a great mayor.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. All right, so this is my message to the community. It is now time to heal. It is now time to heal. It's easy to be bitter. It is easy to be bitter. But we have two choices as a community. We can help the new mayor-president coming in, or we can hurt. And I am asking you to help Monique Blanco Boulet be the best mayor-president that she can be. You with me? Pray for our community. Pray for Lafayette. Pray for Monique. Pray for her family. Pray for her administration. I can tell you, this administration is going to do everything we can to make sure the new administration coming in is set up for success, because that is what you deserve, and that is what we're committed to. So congratulations to Monique. Congratulations to her family. And I'll end with this. I ask for God's blessing on you. I ask that the blood of Jesus Christ cover the city and parish of Lafayette. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your prayers. I love you. Have a good night.
With me very early, when it was hard to see, many of you came along and picked us up when we needed to be picked up and carried us. And I'm just so grateful. I really am for all of the supporters. This is a community effort, and I'm grateful for it. My campaign team, you cannot do something like this without a great team. And I had a great team. I really, really did. They were focused, they were smart, they were on point, they understood messaging. We worked together, they took my lead, and they led me when I needed to be led. And I really do appreciate that. The volunteers, the walkers, the callers, they have been going out by the dozens almost every day, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish I could have been there with every one of you at every door. It's so interesting when you knock on somebody's door or when you call somebody. It really is. And it's kind of fun. And so I want to thank everybody who did it on my behalf. My aunts and uncles and cousins who cooked meals, who made calls, who did more. Thank you, everybody. I don't see them all, but they're here. So thank you. I want to also thank my parents. I don't have this. In an odd way, I didn't miss them in this because I felt them with me the whole time. You really have to be able to kind of duck and go and I don't know, there is something inside of me that I think we all learned, and I just want to thank them. The other night, well, yes, and Jan Swift. Yes. Having Jan Swift's support made this a unified effort. It really did. I spoke to her earlier today, and I'll speak to her again tomorrow, and I really want to say thank you to Jan. The other night, we had a rally. It was a Zydeco band with Keith Frank. It was so much fun. It was. And I went around and talked to people, and they said, we got you. And they said, you got this. And they said, I'm praying for you. And my family has you. So many families, so many families. So many families. I heard so many times, my family is voting for you. This was a family effort. It started out as a family campaign, but it was a family effort. The novenas, Mela. The novenas all over town. Prayers from many different denominations, pastors. It was a spiritual journey for many, and I felt the grace, and I felt the peace of heart when I needed to feel peace of heart. And I want to thank everybody. And I ask for your continued prayers for the next 4 years. Let me just say that. I need them now as much as ever. Papa always stressed, the only thing that matters is what happens in the voting booth. The signs, the pins, the t-shirts, Facebook, none of that actually matters. It is what happens when voters enter the voting booth. So the voters, I have to thank the voters, most of all, because we get to decide. We get to decide. And for those of you who stayed quiet to protect your businesses, I get it. I get it. And it's okay, because we voted the way we had to vote. I'm humbled, and I know I have to carry this with responsibility and represent the entire community. I have the opportunity to govern a whole community, all of its people. People with different beliefs and different thoughts. People who want a healthy economy and a healthy community for our families to grow. It is a big responsibility that I take from this election, and it is to represent everybody. To solve our complex problems with differing voices. It's okay if we disagree. It's in our blood. It really is. And it's okay, and we can still come up with good solutions. So I ask you to walk that walk with me, to be with me as we enter. It's going to be different. It is going to be different. But I do want to hear from everybody, and I do want to understand all sides of different issues. And so that is what I look for. I ran because many legal and administrative decisions did not seem right for our parish. However, something much greater has evolved over the course of the campaign. Tonight is about hope. Over the course of the campaign, people very early, in March and April, people were saying, you give me hope, and think about it. A friend of mine called me one day, somebody I would not have expected, and he said, my staff, it was right after we released our first video. My staff is talking about hope. You are giving them hope. And it dawned on me, it's like, that is powerful. That is powerful. So tonight, we have a shared hope for our future. Richard Schuler, said, let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future.
Beautiful.
We are going to move forward with our hopes, not our hurts. We will have a public accounting of the legal and financial situation at LCG. We will end financial waste of fighting lawsuits. We will focus on meaningful drainage and public safety reforms. We will bring good jobs to Lafayette. And we will unify our people to achieve all of our goals. That is what this election is. It is doing it with all of us. Tonight, I want to say thank you again. I'm just going to say thank you. And I'm going to tell you our transition is going to start very, very quickly. We'll have announcements next week. We'll announce co-chairs and staff, and I want to include as many people in this as we can. So we will think very creatively about how to do that, but this again is a community event. We will set priorities together. We will usher in a new era of transparency, openness, and accessibility for all. We will be making an announcement soon of how to get involved. Okay. And I'm going to finish with this. Campaigns are hard, and they take a toll. Being a candidate...
All right, we are listening to Monique Blanco Boulet, the newly elected Mayor-President of Lafayette, with her victory speech, and she is wrapping up for the evening, of course, just before